Experts in the property sector say the rising interest rates do not necessarily signal doom and gloom for the market, despite the outlook for 2023 not being rosy. So, is it a buyer's or seller's market? How should South Africans looking to enter the market navigate the rising interest rates? Our reporter, business reporter, Ntokozo Khumalo, is live for us, and she brings us an update now. Ntokozo, good morning to you. So 8 consecutive interest rate hikes in the last while. How have they influenced the buyers or sellers market?
Good morning, Xoli. While if the ABSA's homeowners sentiment index for the fourth quarter is anything to go by, it does show really a decline in confidence by homeowners. But I do have now a real estate agent with Property Legit, Umqondisi Moyo, who is on the streets making those deals, to tell us a little bit about what movements we are seeing in the property market. Thank you so much for your time. Could you tell us about, in the last year or so, some of the shifts that you've seen? I know you cover both the South and the West Rand in all segments of the property market. What shifts have you seen in the last year or so?
Okay, hi, thank you. So, looking at the previous COVID pandemic and the 2020 situation, we've seen a decline in the interest rate from a high of 10 to 3.75. So, in basically 2021, it was a seller's market. So moving towards 2022, where interest rates started to incline, we saw a shift from the seller's market to a buyer's market. So the interest rate actually climbed 8 times to now, to a high of 10.75 currently. So we are facing a high of 10.75 currently, and what I can say to the buyers currently, it's still a buyer's market. We're seeing sellers reducing prices because there is a lot of houses in the streets currently, and we are losing confidence in part of the buyers, but not all of them. We're still seeing the middle class and the high class still in the market playing, but then going forward, we might see another hike, but then it should be followed by some decline going forward, so that maybe we can be seen by also the lower class coming into the market again.
And what are some of the issues that the low-income home buyers, or those that are looking to enter the market, what are some of the challenges that they are facing when you're seeing them not being as active in the property market?
Well, when it comes to the low earners, it also is a factor of confidence. They are not well aware that they are able to come into the market and be participants. They also have subsidies like, what do you call it? I'm forgetting it. But then they can apply for subsidies, and they can actually purchase from earners of 6,000 Rand, you can actually be purchasing a house of, say, around 450,000 Rand for yourself.
And obviously economists are expecting another interest rate hike. How would you advise, those that are looking to enter the market to navigate the space, especially when it comes to affordability, being able to pay off your bond? How should they navigate the space right now?
Okay, I can classify that into two. Well, there's investors and first-time buyers. So when it comes to investors, well, they still have a chance at it by looking at coastal locations as they become a little bit cheaper. And most of the people are looking at buildings with more or less commercial plus gyms and all. So basically, they can still enter the market. It's still not a bad time to enter the market. You can enter the market, but then it should be within affordability, because at the end of the day, the market will still go down, and we'll still see a affordability factor being put into place even when it actually does go down.
And as a real estate agent on the ground, are you confident about the rest of the year?
I'm looking at positivity because I'm here. Well, it should actually come to a point whereby it stabilizes. I would like to put it that way. I'm not saying it's going to go down to a point whereby everyone can jump into it, but then it can come to a point whereby most of middle class earners can actually be seen coming back into the market.
Mqondisi, thank you so much for those insights. Of course, that was Mqondisi Moyo, who is a real estate agent with Property Legit that covers both the South and the West Rand, saying that it is a buyer's market, but for buyers to be cautious when entering the market, saying that the cycle is looking to change. It's all about affordability. Always consider your affordability before going out and looking for a property.